Good morning, Prospect Panthers. Welcome to school today. Today is Tuesday, May 19th. The announcements today are being dedicated to all of our healthcare workers. I know we have a lot of parents that are working on the front line, and today we wanted to say thank you for all that you are doing. You make a difference in the world. Happy birthday to Emily Richardson. I hope you have a wonderful birthday.
Hi, Prospect. We're going to be doing the pledge today. Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Bye, Prospect.
All right. Good afternoon, girls. I have Elsa Voigt, Ella Peterson, Libby Foster, and Audrey Williams here with me today. They are all representatives from our awesome club, Girls Inspiration Club, and I've invited them here to talk about some amazing things that the Girls Club did not only while we were in school at Prospect, but some amazing things that they have been doing while we have been in our shelter in place, and they have been doing some behind the scenes work and making Prospect a great place that it already is. So, girls, hi, how are you? You guys can wave. Good, nice, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to really hear about what you guys have been doing as the Girls Inspiration Club behind the scenes. I know you've been helping with our people that are working on the front lines out there, and you guys kind of came up with a great plan to kind of donate some great things to them and help them while they are helping others. So, Libby, I'm going to start with you. If you could tell me what exactly you guys came up with and what you started and how you what you did.
So what we did, so Mrs. DiTomaso, or Lindsay DiTomaso, to me she's Mrs. DiTomaso, she came up with the idea of like maybe donating or like collecting money and donating a meal to a hospital where there were frontline workers like working to help stop COVID-19. So my mom sent out an email to all the people in the Girls Club asking to donate money and cards for this project. So we got lots of donations, and out on our front step, there was lots of cards that were collected. So we got around $700. So Village Gourmet was the place that made the meal for the hospital, and so it was kind of like a win-win because Village Gourmet got business, so they could keep running, and all those frontline workers at the hospital also got a meal. So after we did that, we still had a decent amount of extra money. So we got some gift cards for two moms who have daughters in Girls Club who are working on the front line. One of them is Ella Peterson's mom, Mrs. Peterson, and we also got one for Avery Kraft's mom. And after that, we still had some extra money. So my mom donated some money to another hospital in Downers Grove, And so, yeah, that's kind of what we have been doing with like behind the scenes with collecting money and donating to places that could need it.
That's wonderful. So not only are you helping local businesses because they are shut down with our shelter in place, but you're also helping our frontline workers by donating food and everything else to them. Elsa, I want you to share what else you did for our frontline workers that we delivered to Hinsdale Hospital as well.
So I did cards, and a lot of other people did it too. Now, the thing about cards is anybody can make them. They don't need a couple of things. Well, they do need a couple of things, but it's not very expensive. And you could easily make a card.
Mm-hmm.
And you express your creativity in the cards, and that's what I really like about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Awesome. Elsa, do you know about how many cards you made for the workers?
a lot. I've heard a lot.
Awesome. So all the girls had the opportunity to make cards, and you guys all delivered them to the Foster's house, who were part of the delivery of the food and the cards as well, right? To the Hinsdale Hospital.
Yeah.
Awesome. After this interview, I'll show the picture. I have a picture of the worker who had a huge smile on their face when the cards and food were being delivered. So I know that they so greatly appreciated everything as well. That's awesome. All right, Miss Ella. So not only are you making a difference being part of this wonderful Girls Inspiration Club, but you also have a mom that is working on the front lines, and she is working with COVID patients. So can you tell me about how that's going?
Well, it's definitely different. A few times she's had to work from 7 at night to 7 in the morning. So it's kind of tiring for her sometimes. And it's different when she comes home because we have to stay away from her and we can't really like touch her or anything until she showers. So that's kind of different. And she's not like used to working with them. And it was a little bit stressful for her because she had to learn how to work with COVID patients like all of a sudden. So it was very confusing a little bit for her because she was not used to doing that at all. So yeah.
Absolutely. So is your mom been working more hours right now than normal because of they're in need, the workers are in need to be at the hospitals?
Yes, she has. She hasn't been working like all week. Well, she's been working this week, but she hasn't worked like every day, every week.
Mm-hmm.
She'll work like maybe 2 to 3 days a week, maybe, or 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then not all the days are usually with COVID patients, but they usually are. So, yeah.
Are you super proud of your mom for making sure that she's helping the people that are in most need right now?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's something very proud to be of, for sure. Definitely. All right, these girls have done amazing things behind the scenes with our COVID patients, with donating foods to our people that are on the front lines, and coming up with gift cards, coming up with food, and then donating cards as well. And the best thing is that it was the gift that kept giving, because first it was for Hinsdale Hospital, and then we were able to give to other families. And then now we're also able to give to Downers Grove Hospital as well. But right before we left Prospect, the Girls Club was doing something that I'm sure has helped tremendously when we went into shelter in place as well. You guys were working with Girl Forward, and you guys were working with a refugee camp. And Audrey's going to tell us a little bit about what you guys did and how you helped those girls that probably really are thankful that they were able to get the supplies. So Audrey, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, so first what we did was we had to gather backpacks to put all of the supplies and school supplies and other things that they needed into the backpacks. And then we also gathered a lot of other things like hygiene products and school supplies. And we made separate backpacks, one for school, for different people, one for school supplies, one for hygiene products. And we had like crayons, pencils, markers, folders, all the stuff that they needed. And then we also did hygiene products like toothbrush, toothpaste, all that type of stuff. And then we put them all in backpacks, wrote them notes, and we gave them to someone from Go Forward, and they took the backpacks. So we had to put a lot of thought and care into the backpacks to make them very special.
Yes. Do you remember, girls, how many backpacks you actually stuffed and how many girls got the backpacks?
I know it was a lot. I don't know the exact number though.
Yeah, I remember it was boxes and boxes worth that we were loading up into cars. So it was definitely a lot of girls that needed school supplies and hygiene products. And they're probably so appreciative that you guys did that right before we actually went into shelter in place. So girls, I want to thank you especially and all of the girls in Girls Inspiration Club. You guys have definitely made a difference not only at Prospect, but you have definitely made a difference in the world. Ella, I also want you to let your mom know that I thank her for making sure that she's putting herself on the front lines every day. And I definitely want to thank her for doing that because that's definitely what is needed right now. Girls, anything else that you would like to share in terms of Girls Inspiration Club? A lot of our kinder, first, second, and third grade girls will be watching this interview, and I would so love for them, obviously, to join the club in years to come. So a real quick, if you just want to say, Elsa, go ahead, something that you've learned or something that you've loved about Girls Inspiration Club. Go ahead, Elsa, and then we'll go to Ella, okay?
I really like about Girls Inspiration Club. I love helping people, and this is like the perfect club for me, and I'm sure a lot of other people would want to do this. It's a really fun club.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm sure it makes you feel really good to help all those people in need, right, Elsa? All right, Ella, what did you want to say?
Kind of like what Elsa said, it makes a really big difference, and by joining this club, you like help change some of people's lives, and it's fun to do, and it's just like kind of nice to know that you're doing that. So if you just join this club, it's not hard to do at all, so you can just make a difference and just by joining this club. So join it.
Awesome. All right, Libby, what do you have to say?
So what I really like about Girls Club is that it's a very nice opportunity to make a difference in something that like you want to make a difference in. So like for this year, we kind of always stuff bags for like somebody, but last year I think we did like people who were like homeless. But so we were kind of like, should we do that again? But someone like kind of just randomly came up with refugees, so it kind of like gave you a chance to like do something that you really wanted to make a difference in. And sometimes that's kind of hard to do on your own. So Girls Club gives you the opportunity to kind of have like a foundation, and like you can kind of just build from there and help something that you feel strongly about.
Very good. Audrey, are you raising your hand?
Yeah, I think it's really fun to gather with all the girls from 4th and 5th grade and like make a difference. And I agree with everyone else. I just think it's really fun to do the club all together.
Awesome. All right, girls. Again, I want to thank you. I want to thank all the parents that also helped with Girls Club. And then I know Miss Turntine was also one of your teachers that also sponsored. So thank you so much for making a difference. You guys make me 100% proud of all the things that you do, and that the way you guys do things, you definitely make Prospect a great place, an even greater place to be. So I want to thank you for everything that you have done. See you guys.
healthcare workers. We just want you all to know that we thank all the healthcare workers that are trying to make today feel like our everyday lives.
Thank you, healthcare workers, for all the work you've done for us in the country. We hope that you guys can get back to normal and get home to your families soon. Stay safe.